Hey guys, Exotic Ants here, and welcome back to another episode. If you remember from my last video, I said that I was going to be housing a new species of ant in this acrylic nest. And these ants just arrived in the mail, so it's time to make that video. Now when I saw this parcel in our letterbox, I was just so excited and couldn't wait to get it open. So it's time for us all to see what's in this box. So I brush away some of the packaging to reveal a little test tube full of dark coloured ants. I didn't have very good lighting at the time of filming this, but this is a small colony of meat ants, and you'll see later some better footage of them. I was surprised to see how much brood there was in the test tube, and I counted about 11 workers, but with all that brood I'd say there's probably another 20 or so to come. And so now, it's time to move these guys into their new home. So these are the nests that I unboxed in the last video, and I set up some really nice outworlds for them. I'll be putting the meat ants in the one to the left. So now it's time to let them run free in their new home. Although it was a bit harder than it looks trying to open the test tube with just one hand. I actually nearly got bitten by one of them as I was removing the cotton. So now it's time to get a bit of a close-up on the colony. I try to angle the test tube so that when the workers come out, they'll go straight down into the nest. Here you can see one of the workers carrying one of the larvae to safety. None of the workers seemed to want to leave the test tube yet, but I'm sure they will eventually. Oh, and also, we need to do something really important. We have to give this colony and the queen a name. So list in the comments section below what you think we should name them. Here's a really nice close-up of the queen and the brood. If you're familiar with the genus iridomyrmex, you probably would have already picked out that these guys are huge, and the queen even more so. So after about half an hour, it seems that the colony's really settled down, but they haven't moved any of the brood into the nest. They've just dumped it in a big heap at the back of the test tube with the queen. Although I half expected them to do this. So now about 2 hours later, I noticed one of the workers out exploring the outworld. But she didn't stay out for long. As you can see here, she quickly makes her way back into the test tube. And here you can see her talking to one of her sisters, telling her all about what she's discovered. I always find it so amazing watching ants communicate with each other. So now that it's the next day, it's time to check up on them and see if they've decided to move into the nest. And no, they haven't moved into the nest. They're still just sitting in their test tube. Although it always takes a lot of patience when moving ants into a new nest. It's good to see that they are exploring the nest though. And if you look over here, that's a little larvae sitting in the tubing. How weird is that? I actually did see some of the workers carrying this larvae to and from the nest. It's almost like they can't decide whether they want to move in or not. And as this worker comes back through the tubing, it realises that someone's just dumped the larvae in the middle of nowhere. But it doesn't really seem like it wants to bring it back to the nest, as it just leaves it there and keeps on going. Oh, and if you're wondering what I'm going to be putting into this nest in Outworld, I'm going to be putting my Queen Camponotus concebrinus in here. Although I can't at the moment, as she hasn't even started laying eggs, so I'll have to wait until it starts getting warmer. And I really can't wait for that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so that you can see more content like this. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thanks guys, bye.